How's it going, everybody, and welcome to episode 21 of Splattercat's Let's Play Tropico 4. Now, right now, we're just kind of trying to appease people. That's really where we're at in terms of gameplay, is we're just trying to maintain as much as possible at the moment. Now, religious quality is at 50%, but the religious, for some reason, just refuse to like us, so it's all the more important, since people are just angry at us on the religious front. It's all the more important to keep everybody else on our side, because that gives them a substantial voter base, and we really don't want to have an Iranian situation where we end up, enacting the Catholic version of Sharia law all over this place. So, because that's really what you're looking at. If you actually take this data to heart, what you're looking at is a religious revival. We have 202 citizens that are angry as hell about the way the country is going. And considering our population is only 800, that's a quarter of the population that really is just not happy with us right now. So we've got to make everybody else happy so that we always outnumber the religious. And this is kind of one of those things that I really enjoy about this game, is kind of the weird small things that occur as you play that force you to adapt your tactics. And it's never the same. Sometimes it's the religious that are angry at you, sometimes it's, the environmentalists. You never know. I'm just going to keep throwing housing in here because I think we still just have a lot of homeless people, 20 homeless people. And they all seem to be in this area. So we're going to try and keep them happy. And I'm thinking 63%, we're doing a really good job. Religious quality is rising, so I'm really hoping we can at least get this number up to like 25. But if we can't, we'll just fight fire with fire by just oppressing that faction as much as possible.
My son, I spoke to God today, and he is not very pleased right now. He wants some things signed.
Okay, first of all, it's El Presidente, not my son. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and take that because, while I know I just said that we were going to oppress them as much as possible, this might be an easier way to get things done. So, papal visit, where are you? There it is. $13,000. That's not so bad. So we're going to have the Pope come visit. And from what I can tell, let me find my ministry here. And it looks like our Minister of Economy has died off. So we're going to go with the exceptional individual here. My general rule with ministers is just to go with really, really smart ones. Unless it's a military minister. If it's a military minister, then you can kind of focus on leadership and things like that, because those are a bit more important in that regard. But it looks like our uranium supply is building. You can look at input storage here. We've got enough uranium to last a while. I don't think we're making money, though. I think we're actually barely in the black at the moment, so I'm going to slow down a little bit on spending. And we now have a cosmic pin. Let's see. I think I'll just leave it as standard service. I don't want it to be not classy.
Presidente, I just got a call from a foreign investor. Several calls, actually, with different proposals.
I'm going to take the European hotel. We were offered a salt mine by the USSR. We were offered a weapons factory by the US. And we were offered a hotel by Europe. So we're going to go with Europe's option here. And I'm just going to make those free, I guess. We're not even going to... Why are people protesting?
Buenos días.
What are they protesting about?
Buenas tardes. ¿Qué? Buenas tardes.
It's probably job quality, right? Yeah.
Muy buenas.
Let's go ahead and... We're vaguely in the black, so what I'd like to do is we're going to raise their wages up to 10. Okay. And that should help us out a little bit. I'm more than willing. Yeah, there they go. They're leaving. I was willing to bet it was probably a pay issue, and I think we were right, so... Just look at that thriving city, guys. I love it. I just love it. I love how organic this game is and just how everything spreads. And this is not the biggest island I've ever seen. I've seen people that by 50 years they can fill the entire island. and they can do it efficiently every time, so in no means am I trying to claim that I'm the best at this game. In fact, I'm probably quite mediocre at it. Many of you have pointed out mistakes I've made, such as with the whole uranium debacle. And it happens. Let's see here. What else can we do? Oh, we already have one of those. Why am I even... Ugh. Let's see here. What other luxury attractions do we not have? We don't have a pool. And I am an avid swimmer, so... I'm gonna go ahead and get us a pool there. I'm also gonna build us another garage, I think. There we are. Just to make sure traffic flow stays well. We don't have a garage down here actually either, so let me go ahead and do that too. So we'll do another construction office down here. We don't really need Teamsters in this area, so we're gonna avoid that. But we are gonna get another garage, just to make sure our tourists have plenty of opportunities to move around the island. Now our ethnic enclave is not making money. Let's see. I may bulldoze it in a little bit. We are making money there. You want to kind of pan through all your tourism buildings every now and again and just kind of make sure that the money is being made. Okay. Alright. And they've kind of fished out this area. As you can see, this used to be bright green. It's turning red. They've fished it out. I'm not going to concern myself with it too heavily. I'm going to watch my cash flow at the moment. We have very little money. So hopefully a freighter is coming into dock very soon. And it looks like we're going to get a nice little injection of cash here. We already have a worker at the dock, so that's good. We don't have to worry about people not doing their jobs. And actually, it looks like our haulers haven't had their job quality raised either, so we'll go ahead and raise them. Let's see. So our homeless issue seems like it's been sorted out down here. This individual appears to just be being stubborn. I don't know. We're having the Pope come and visit because the religious are just grumpy with us at the moment. Oh, and there they go. That's all it took. We just had to bribe them with a papal visit. God, it was that easy. They just wanted to hang out with the Pope. So I'm going to build a church over here just to make sure these people are looked after. And then really I'm going to take a look at what farming I can do over here. So farming over here is not so good, but we can get some more sugar farms going, so I'm probably going to do that. Take a look here. We got a sugar farm. We'll get a papaya farm. We're going to space them out nice so that we don't end up with zoning issues and people getting grumpy. And honestly, for an island that really was not very fertile, to be honest, usually you can at least grow a couple different kinds of crops. We've just had to kind of get by with what we were given here. This island definitely lacked the fertility that I tend to prefer in my islands, but it adds to the difficulty and makes it a little more fun. And so up here, we're probably going to want to build some housing. Just places for these guys to live in. And I'm thinking I'll keep it small. We'll go ahead and just build some houses out here. And those are $2 grand each, so... And we lowered the price on these, so the farmers should be able to afford them. We'll go ahead and build ourselves a garage and a union up here as well. A Teamster's office. And it doesn't want to build a Teamster's office on the slope, so we'll build it right there. And what is this achievement for? Made in China. It's probably because we're importing like crazy. We'll go ahead and build ourselves a garage and a union up here as well. A Teamster's office. And it doesn't want to build a Teamster's office on the slope, so we'll build it right there. And what is this achievement for? Made in China. It's probably because we're importing like crazy. Now hopefully some trucks start showing up and we start making some money, because we do have a freighter coming. We've spent a lot of cash. We are minus 50,000 at the moment, so we may not make it with this one. We may go a little broke. May have to liquidate some assets, but and we're just going to keep an eye on our cash flow for now. We're going to watch things build up over here. We may want to build some more tourist docks down here just to get some more tourists coming in. Like maybe do another one right here and have it connect. We got people going to the pool, spending some money. Looks like we got some traffic jams going on too, so let me mess with the infrastructure over here. See if maybe we can alleviate all the traffic from the hill here by moving it that way. Seeing if that gets rid of some of our car traffic. Both this way and this way, that should alleviate it a little bit. We got a lot of taxis moving, and it's mostly this highway, I think. So what I'll do is I'll make a detour as well. And there we are. We'll make a little detour, and some of the cars should take that detour, maybe. There we are. And even if we can get a few of the cars to move, the problem that I've created here is I may have just moved the traffic jam from here to here. I'm not a city planner, so I don't know exactly how traffic flow works IRL, but oh dear, we are just out of money. Yikes. Come on, freighter. And this is the first time I've actually gone broke in this playthrough. It's not bad going into the negatives. It's only bad if you go really, really far into the negatives. If you get yourself into trouble, there are edicts where you can print your own money and things like that. But that was kind of just negligence on my part. We're not going to worry about it too much. We're about to get a big ol' injection of cash, so it may be in our best interest to build a second freight dock on the other side of the island maybe, and link that with our oil industry. I'm not sure. And there we go. We have money again. For now, our spending is a little light, so let me see how much another dock is going to cost me. It's going to cost me 6,000. And I'm thinking a dock is probably going to help over here, so we'll do that. I believe it faces like so. With these stupid sheer beaches we have these beaches that are very sheer, and it creates issues with our building. I'm not sure if I want to put it that far away. It's still, it would depend, I guess, if I can get this road around this rock, which I don't think I can. For now, we're just going to keep an eye on our spending. I feel like I may have overextended myself to a certain extent. Definitely may have overextended myself. We're going to hope that tourism keeps us afloat for now. We're going to lower our imports by a tad to kind of offset the balance there. We've got plenty of input storage for our uranium, which is really, as far as I know, the only real thing that we're importing. We're not going to take the export there's a weapons export mission here, and I think this may more or less be tapped out at the moment. It made us a lot of money. We'll bulldoze it, put a house there or a hospital or something. Our healthcare quality is decent. It's not awful, but it's not amazing either. We'll probably have to put some form of healthcare over here because we have a lot of people living over here now. So probably like right there or right here in this corner. And hopefully some of these farming families start to move into these little houses. I've set the rent to 0 for specifically that purpose. I hope they're not commuting all the way to work. I really hope they're not commuting all the way, but what can you do? If they decide to neglect this wonderful housing that I've built for them, it'll be marginally upsetting, but we almost have 100%, guys. Almost 100% happiness. Oh, and we got financial aid just in time, so that's good. We were actually about to go back into the negative, so yikes. Our deficit is growing. We may have to cut imports altogether and just kind of live off the land for a little bit. That drought probably upset our monetary cash flow as well. So we've got a bunch of houses up here that just aren't being lived in. It's unfortunate, but what can you do?
¿Qué?
And we do need a garage up here, although I'm at a bit of a loss where I'm going to put it. Maybe I'll do a side street right there, because they don't want to build out here, so that's my main frustration. That may be why they're not living here either, is because they just haven't given them enough time, maybe. We'll see what happens. There may not be enough people, to be honest. Check my people papers here. Yeah, so we're going to open the gates to immigration again. Because we have like 80 unfilled job positions, which means that we have plenty of space for the next little cart of workers that comes in. I'm going to keep an eye on our deficit here. Okay, we're breaking even again. Good, good, good. That's what I was a little worried about. Just making sure that we're still breaking even going into the new millennium. And I think this is probably a good spot to break off this episode. This has been episode 21 of our Let's Play Tropico 4 with Splattercat. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy it, please do like or sub. If you see something that I'm doing that's stupid, please do comment and we'll see what we can do about that as well. I'll see you guys next time.